paid our admission, $10 for the young folks like me. It'll be $2 off in a very short time when you're over 55. ZR1s, Corvettes in the big city, racing Grand Sport Corvettes. 1960, this is the one, the Z06, that some guy had in California 30 years ago. Yep. 1967, the Corvette that almost wasn't. Corvettes forever. Corvettes through the years. We love our Corvettes. Roadrunner. Is that Hillborn fuel injection maybe? That's a brand new style motor. Center bolt valve cover. Even has air conditioning. This is a, what do they call these? Side mounted master cylinder, 90 degree. This is a resto mod. It's a modern car. It's got sand-in air conditioning and a modern 350. One-piece rear crankshaft seal. How do you like that? Oh, it's from a 1996 Corvette. So it looks old, but it's actually 1996 underpinnings. Interesting.
Whenever you guys are done in here, I'm going to...
Alright, I'll turn this thing off. I'm making videos of everything. Paid our admission, $10 for the young folks like me. It'll be $2 off in a very short time when you're over 55. ZR1s, Corvettes in the big city, racing Grand Sport Corvettes. 1960, this is the one, the Z06, that some guy had in California 30 years ago. Yep. 1967, the Corvette that almost wasn't. Corvettes forever. Corvettes through the years. We love our Corvettes. Roadrunner. Is that Hillborn fuel injection maybe? That's a brand new style motor. Center bolt valve cover. Even has air conditioning. This is a, what do they call these? Side mounted master cylinder, 90 degree. This is a resto mod. It's a modern car. It's got sand-in air conditioning and a modern 350. One-piece rear crankshaft seal. How do you like that? Oh, it's from a 1996 Corvette. So it looks old, but it's actually 1996 underpinnings. Interesting.
Whenever you guys are done in here, I'm going to...
Alright, I'll turn this thing off. I'm making videos of everything. I can't show you everything in the museum. Can't read everything. I got a plane to catch tonight. 53 experimental Buicks, Cadillacs. A lot of engineering went on behind the scenes that you'll never ever see. Cadillac, Oldsmobile, hardtops, convertibles, the high-end stuff, fiberglass body. $1953 body assembly manual. Yep. The first 53 Corvette wasn't much of a sales success. 315 sold, and sales were going down fast. They made 3,415, I'm going to guess, for 1954. And Ford was hot on the heels with the Thunderbird, which would soon turn into a bloated Ford disaster. But they sold well, 55, 6, and 7. So this letter, I already reviewed this, was sent by Mr. Zora Arcos Duntov, Research and Development, to Mr. Morris Ollie. And he had an idea that if you turn this car into a hot rodder type of car, subject, thoughts pertaining to youth, hot rodders, and Chevrolet. If you turned it into a hot rod car with a V8 and smooth, consistent handling and a bit of racing, that you'd have a success, and boy was he right. And Mr. Duntov only owned one Corvette in his whole life. This was a 74 green car that he painted blue two-tone, put his initials on the door, kept the car for 15 years till it was sold to a collector who then donated it to the museum. It's a 454 low compression non-catalytic converter last year with a no catalytic converter true dual exhaust Corvette. I think they made the big block in 75, which would have had a catalytic converter. The father of the Corvette, holding his Duntov, is a 30-30 cam, 1909 to 1996. Lived to be 87 years old. And every Corvette produced, every image, Everything Corvette was basically his idea back in 1953. Yeah, baby. Yeah, this man knew how to make Chevrolet, make and continue to build to this day, 2014. A successful racing car, red, white, and blue. Meat and potatoes, Corvette. What would I like to have? I like the C1s, I really do. 62 first year for the 327. 57 last year for the single headlamp. Definitely a pre-73. 72 or older, maybe a 68 with a little button where you put your hand in and press the button on the side of the door as opposed to squeezing the door handle latch. This is the second time Henry Younger's owned this car, owned it twice. Arden heads, is that for a flathead Ford? Dual overhead cams, Arden overhead valve V8. Yeah, dual overhead cam on a flathead. Arden. Arca Stuntov. What a Corvette museum. I'm going to go over this museum real fast. Record year for Corvettes, over 10,000 sold. 6 new colors: Tasco turquoise, horizon blue, Honduras maroon, ermine white, sateen silver, and cascade green. Silver Cove, white, black interior, convertible top. The Corvette lost its American flag at the last minute before the auto show in 1953 because you don't mix the American flag with anything else and you don't use it for commercial purposes. The presidential seal or the president's image is not to be used to endorse a commercial product. So at the last minute, the American flag was changed to fleur-de-lis. Lots of information. This is a Sierra Fawn, I think. There was one of these in the Tonawanda show after the Corvair convention in Buffalo in 2006. Original owner, off-road exhaust, 327, 360 horse, chambered exhaust, white wall tires, hard top at over 200,000 miles. And the original owner of that Corvette was sitting right there with the car. He'd gone to look at the 63s, didn't like them, and instead bought a 62 leftover. And I have some photos of that car somewhere. What a mild color to order a Corvette in and then get the big engine. He bought it off the lot, leftover, gave him a good discount. Yellow, marina blue, regal red. I wonder what color this is called. Lemonwood yellow or goodwood? Goldwood yellow. Not my favorite color. Goldwood yellow. This one is marina blue, I think. I haven't read this ahead of time. Safety, knockoff, no more knockoff wheels, new design, parking brake handle relocated. 67 was the year that almost wasn't. Big block, 427, hydraulic cam, 390 horsepower, and a red 65. Possibly the nicest year in my opinion. 65 or 66. First year for the 396, 425 horsepower. California car. Chevrolet built 2 65s after production officially ended July 31st. Because of this, 65 production has been incorrectly reported. This is a rally red Corvette, one of 3,688 produced. Big block, 396, 425 horse, solid lifter, 427, 390, hydraulic lifter. And the Goldwood yellow, I think the Corvair yellow was a bit brighter. I don't know. I don't like it with a black interior. I like it better with a white interior. 1,275 Corvettes were Goldwood yellow. Not very popular of 23,000 built. So that would make it 5% of production. Seats were redesigned. West Coast car as well. Well, there's so much to see at the Corvette Museum. Try to get some photographs. Here's a small block coming together. Looks like a 73. Soft bumper in the front, steel bumper in the back. Steel Cities Gray, possibly? Steel Cities Gray, 1972. One of 479. 50, 454 4-speed convertibles. Boy, oh boy, there's lots of information here. Add your name permanently to the display. There's the 53s or 4s coming down the assembly line. Some of them had the flipper on the hubcap in line with the Chevrolet bow tie. Some were turned 180 degrees. Can't tell you which is which. I forget. I've read a lot of Corvette books. I'm going to take some photographs and enjoy the scenery and the sights. Beautiful Corvettes.